Trump and RFK made a health announcement about how Tylenol is apparently directly related to potentially causing autism in kids. And they made this announcement, and my goodness, the wokies went wild. And there's a plethora of videos out there on the interwebs right now of pregnant white woke women that are just pounding Tylenol right now as an FU to Trump and RFK. And I got to be honest, it's not the smartest look, but let's first start with what they say here on this.
Be very careful with what he says, and he should, but I'm not so careful with what I say. But you have certain groups, the Amish as an example, they have essentially no autism. First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that.
You can't even say acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen. Is that okay?
I mean, I love Trump, don't get me wrong, but bro, that's one of those, make sure you get that clear before you go to speak to people about, to make sure you at least know how to say the fucking word.
Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol during pregnancy, can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good. For
Which,
this
by the way,
reason,
like doing this, I don't know the legalities, but I'd imagine this might open up massive lawsuits between the big pharma and the U.S. government right now, unless they can back it up with lots of research and documentation. Because they're not just going to take this laying down. Like this is a wild fight.
they are strongly recommending that women limit Tylenol use during pregnancy unless medically necessary. That's, for instance, in cases of extremely high fever, that you feel you can't tough it out, you can't do it. I guess there's that. It's a small number of cases, I think.
So that was Trump announcing it. And then there was, before we even get to the crazy people, let's get to the medical experts pushing back, because I want to give both sides to the story here. Let's see what they say.
Major medical groups are now strongly pushing back against President Trump after his new message to pregnant women in this country about Tylenol and what he says is a link to autism. Now, many doctors racing to help pregnant women who are concerned over what to do if they have a fever during pregnancy. Again tonight, Steve Osunsami.
The pushback from the world's leading doctors and medical groups is growing.
What to do if you have a fever during pregnancy is fucking tough it out, unless it's extreme, like Trump just said.
Tonight to nearly a dozen organizations, all rejecting the president's claims that acetaminophen, the main ingredient in Tylenol, is tied to any increase in pregnant women delivering autistic babies.
We shouldn't do anything different than we were doing regarding mothers taking Tylenol during pregnancy. I think what
By the way, the problem that I have listening to medical professionals in this world that we live in is many of them are compromised by big pharma already, and they don't disclose that ever. They go on trips, vacations, lavish food, outings that they're taken to. It's insane. I've seen it. It's crazy. It happens.
parents should do, I think what physicians should do, is ignore this press conference.
Like my wife is an oncology nurse, and she doesn't go to any of these, but we always, in the mail, we always get invites to lavish dinners, and they're always from big pharma, medical companies. They just, hey, we have this drug we want to talk to you about. It's at the fucking Ritz-Carlton. You're a free entry, free dinner, black tie event, and they just talk about the drug there. 5-course meals. Yeah. That's welcome to the United States drug situation.
effective immediately.
The press conference was what President Trump and his health secretary, RFK Jr., have been promising all year. Some answers to the complex questions of what causes autism. Their critics tonight say that they're overly relying on one study from Mount Sinai Hospital in New York, showing a possible link between Tylenol use and autism, which they say wrongly blames a very useful painkiller that women need to reduce fevers and protect their pregnancies.
Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good.
Doctors across America are now trying to calm the worry. This Boston obstetrician is telling her pregnant patients that Tylenol is safe to take when you need it.
My advice is really likely to be to continue to think about taking the lowest dose of acetaminophen that's possible that is solving the need.
Sarah Sandoval in Houston is due to deliver her child in the next several weeks. She says she's choosing to trust her doctor more than anyone else.
If a doctor who has 30 plus years of experience, delivered countless babies, advises or says it's okay, right? Like, I'm going to listen to my doctor.
Even this administration's own FDA is saying tonight that there's no proof that Tylenol causes autism, and they're telling that to doctors across America. At the same time, this same FDA is still planning on putting a warning on bottles of Tylenol for pregnant women.
I would say just a general rule of thumb when it comes to medications while you're pregnant, try not to do any. I think that's the bigger takeaway from all of this. But apparently the crazy wokies out there don't feel the same way. Let's see this one.
Donald Trump is the last person I would trust when it comes to medical advice. Acetaminophen is an antipyretic. It helps with fever. It helps with aches. And it's an important tool in the toolkit for pregnant women who are limited in what they can actually take for high fevers, for pain. And by the way, having a fever when you're pregnant is not only uncomfortable, it can be dangerous to the woman and to the child.
That sounds really important. Like, Donald Trump could actually be putting women at risk.
100%. 100%. I mean, remember back in the pandemic, some people died from injecting themselves with bleach for COVID.
That's Darwinism right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did that actually happen? Do we have like a recorded history or a record of that happening? Did anyone actually inject themselves with bleach? Anyways, let's sorry to say, but it says that didn't actually fucking happen. No, exactly. Like, we're supposed to trust these people that are just like saying random things. Like, wait, what? Anyway, let's go to some of these crazy people.
I would say we have strong evidence that acetaminophen is not causing autism. It's certainly not the cause of autism. And so to make that sort of statement that...
How does she know, though? How does she know? Like, my thing is, like, maybe Trump is wrong. Maybe it's not acetaminophen. But my thought is putting any drugs into your body while you're pregnant, or alcohol, or smoking, or literally fucking anything that's a foreign substance other than, like, I don't know, fucking peanut butter at 2 a.m., I think is a very bad idea when you're pregnant. It's just, I think there's something to that. And these doctors are all like, no, let people take the drugs. Let them take the drugs. Like, whoa, ease off the gas. Maybe just agree that maybe more drugs is not the way to go. How about that?
Nobody should take Tylenol. Takes away the individualized nature of how we practice medicine and how these medicines are prescribed for families, for the people that they're prescribed for, both during pregnancy and for children. The things that were said at that press conference aren't based in fact. And so
the things she's saying right now aren't based in fact either, just to be fair.
So pediatricians are going to be, they're going to feel like they're on the defensive, having to defend practice that is based on solid evidence and we have decades of experience with.
And the world is exploding with the population of autistic people or people on the spectrum. Anyways, these people are crazy. Here we go. Let's go to these.
28 weeks pregnant.
28
So I'm
weeks
gonna
pregnant.
take some Tylenol, acetaminophen. It's gonna work like a charm, and my baby won't have autism.
No, but your baby's gonna be fucking retarded because they have a mom that's defying what they just said is super dangerous. That I feel bad for this kid already growing up in this environment. I don't even know what that music is. God, that's annoying. Why are they always white trash, tattooed up? Weird looking people. How about this one here?
About to take Tylenol for my headache while pregnant because I don't take my medical advice from a man who doesn't have a degree in science, healthcare, or medicine, and who had a parasitic brain infection and was addicted.
Okay, I can't even hear you. You're saying that you're taking Tylenol while you're pregnant. My goodness, it's impressive she even got pregnant. How about this one? Mute. Tylenol. Here's me, a pregnant woman, taking Tylenol because I believe in science, not someone who has no medical background. Yikes. Yikes. Me popping Tylenol while pregnant? Because what the fuck is the government going to do about it? Oh, and nose ring. Nose ring detected. I know, you're all shocked. Man, she took that like she's actually doing drugs. She was like, ah. Rev says, watching pregnant women guzzle bottles of Tylenol to get likes on TikTok. Emerald Apple says, there's going to be a generation of children with even higher rates of autism just because these women had TDS. 100%. We need to bring back asylums and keep these lunatics in straitjackets again. I'm telling you guys, it's really something else when you start going through the people that are trying to get attention by popping pills while they're pregnant to prove. I'll prove you wrong. I'll smoke 6 packs of cigarettes. It doesn't do anything to my kid. I'll pound a 5th of vodka. It's not going to do anything. I'll prove it. I can handle it. Good luck, lady. Good luck. I feel for the kids. I really do. I really do. Anyways, I'll leave that one there.